Hey, I'm really glad you're here. You didn't just end up here by chance. Maybe your heart's feeling a little heavy. Maybe something small is tugging at you, something you haven't been able to shake. This space is for that. For the quiet thoughts we don't always say out loud. Today, I want to sit with you in one of those thoughts. It's about something that hides in plain sight. How money, without us realizing it, can start to shape love. This isn't about bad people. It's not about red flags or lectures. It's just a gentle opening. A truth we rarely name. We all want to love freely. We want to give and be given to. And sometimes it starts with help. A gift. Support. You feel thankful. You accept it. You don't question it, but slowly you adjust, you hesitate, you smile through discomfort. You stay quiet to keep peace. Not because you're weak, but because you care. Still, deep down, a question forms. What happens when gratitude starts to feel like a weight? That's where we begin. I want to tell you about something I learned the hard way. Someone I cared about used to say, "It's no big deal, I'm just helping." At first, it really felt like that, just help. But over time, things changed. Every little disagreement somehow circled back to money. How could you not be more grateful? You should understand, I'm doing so much. I stopped asking questions, stopped sharing ideas. I smiled when I didn't want to. I agreed to things that didn't feel right. Because I knew what happened if I didn't. It wasn't help anymore. It was a leash, dressed up in love, but tightening with expectations. It took a long time before I could admit it, because it looked like care, it sounded like partnership. But real care doesn't cost you your voice. Real love doesn't demand silence. One small moment woke me up. I offered to pay for lunch, and they laughed, half joking, "Are you sure you can handle that?" That laugh felt like a slap, because it said, "You're not equal here. You're being managed." And looking back, I could see it clearly. Every plan, every choice had to pass through their hands. I had stopped trusting myself. That's the hardest part. When money controls not just what you do, but who you are, you don't always notice it at first. Control can sound like kindness. It can wear the voice of someone who says they love you, but slowly makes your choices feel small. It starts subtly. You begin waiting for their approval before doing anything. You tell yourself it's just respect. But deep down, you know, it's not. You stop dreaming out loud. You check their mood before you speak. You think twice before spending, even when it's your own money. And it's not because they said no. It's because their silence, their tone, it makes you feel like you're asking too much. You're told, "I'm just looking out for you." But somehow you feel smaller each day. You feel like a guest in your own life, like everything you have, your clothes, your food, your peace, was handed to you with a price tag called gratitude. They never raise their voice. They don't need to, because you've already learned how to silence your own. And the scary part? Sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. They believe they're the hero, that without them you'd fall apart. But you remember who you were before the silence started, before love turned into permission slips, before help meant handing over your voice. This isn't about money. It's about power. And real love doesn't keep score. Real love doesn't keep score. It doesn't make you earn your right to speak, to dream, or just exist. But when control is masked as love, you start confusing safety with silence. You begin walking on eggshells in your own home, apologizing for things you didn't do. And when you finally push back, even gently, you're met with guilt. But deep down, you know the truth isn't in their words, it's in how you feel. Trapped, muted, like your life has been borrowed, not lived. But peace shouldn't feel like prison. And silence shouldn't be the cost of love. Because somewhere deep within you, a voice is still whispering, "This isn't how love should feel." If these words have stirred a quiet ache inside, a memory folded deep, or a moment unfolding now, know this: you need not rush to fix what feels broken. Sometimes the bravest act is simply to notice, to feel the weight, to name the truth, and softly begin to reclaim your power. If no one has whispered this to you today, you deserve a love that carries no price tag, no hidden ledger of debts and favors owed. You deserve a love that is free, where control does not wear the mask of care. where your voice rings clear and unshackled, where your dreams are not counted against your worth. Here we seek not perfect tales, but honest ones, raw and real, where power is shared like breath, not held like chains, where support lifts like wind beneath wings, not a hand that hushes or holds back. Let us walk this path together, step by gentle step, toward a love that aligns heart and freedom, where you are held, not hostage, where your soul is honored whole. Remember, you are not alone. When you're ready to uncover more, to peel back the layers, I'll be here, always here. We move with care, we speak with truth, and forever, we walk together.